Fifth, the right fielder, number 6, Joaquin Wells. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 22, Darius Williams. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, 23, Abraham Algarin. The designated hitter will hit for the pitcher, Ryder Meltzer, number 15. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 14, Garrett Gautier. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 8, Julian Laughlin. And the rest of the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are coached by Steve Gagelia and assisted by Steve Velasquez. Now the lineup for the Tigers of Dripping Springs. Leading off and playing center field, number 13, Taylor Tracy. Taylor? Batting second, the first baseman, number 3, Connor Helm. Connor? Batting third, the right fielder, number... No. Jack? Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 16, Dominic Hurley. The designated hitter will hit for pitcher number 10.
Welcome out, folks, as we have our starting lineups currently going underway. You heard your Bulldogs, and here are the Tigers. I'll be right back after the national anthem, and we'll get our pregame spiel going as quickly as we can.
Seventh, the second baseman, number 4, Trey Perry. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 12, Kristen Johanowicz. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, Jackson Tonover. Jackson, and the rest of the Tigers. The Tigers are coached by Chris Payne, assisted by Steven Skotak, Jason LaRox, and Derek Daniel. Would you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem?
Our name's Ashley. Hi. Hi. So can go to either. Yes. Yes. And you'll know Hannah. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. That's such a small world, dude. Sure.
Yeah, this one here. But we, yeah, we're right.
And Mustangs.
Five little. Oh man. We had a bridge. Bridge is like 40 more. It's not wide. Sure. So you come in here. It breaks from the problem. That's what I'm going to
Had one.
We're gonna have the ice on. Yeah, white.
You know, look at the carpet.
Oh, sure.
All right, folks, welcome out to Dripping Springs, Texas, as we are at Tiger Stadium, home of the Dripping Springs Tigers, and the site of Game 1 in this two-game series between your Bowie Bulldogs and the Dripping Springs Tigers. AJ. Solid team this year. Lots of starters returning. Turn this down just a smidge. There we go. Lots of starters returning. From what I remember, all but 6 or 7 are returning from our seniors from last year, something like that. So it's going to be a tough team to beat, and this is usually part of the big gauntlet for the playoff contention between Lake Travis, Westlake, us, of course, Dripping Springs, and Johnson. So as we get set, Cooper Rummel's going to take the mound for the Tigers. Your Bulldogs, we'll get to see Josh Gonzalez up first.
This kid's really good. Mark, he's really good. This kid, Josh Gonzalez.
As Gonzalez gets set to await the first pitch. Let's throw inside for ball 1. Counts 1-0 for Gonzalez. As there's a little blooper towards second. It's going to be fielded. A high toss to first is over the head of the first baseman. Gonzalez is going to reach on an error. As second baseman Trey Perry just kind of tossed that one over nonchalant, and it's going to cost him. Next up, center fielder Gabe Winters will make his way to the plate. Winters going 1 for 3 his outing last week against the Trojans. He was one of the 3 runs to come across in that win as he shows bunt, pulls back in time, but that's high and inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes here for Winters. Just a quick throw down to first. That's not going to be in time. Gonzalez was able to make it back with ease. Winters showing bunt again. This time he gets it down the first baseline. The pitcher finally has to run and gets it. A toss to first for out number 1. A sacrifice bunt for Winters, though, as that will advance Gonzalez over to second, which is going to bring up catcher Travis Harrington. Quick time is called by the catcher, Hole. So 1 away here in the top of the first. Rummel pitching to Harrington now, as it's going to be a fastball inside for ball 1. Counts 1-0. 1-0 count for your first 3 batters here so far, as Harrington takes a look at Coach DeJalia there on the third baseline. Gets some coaching. One ball, no strikes, 1 away. Harrington awaits the pitch. Rummel taking a good look at Gonzalez at second. Gonzalez takes off as they bounce down the first baseline. It will go foul. Gonzalez took off quick. He's going to have to trot his way back to second. That is going to be strike 1 for Harrington. Counts 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away for Harrington. Gonzalez takes off to third again. That one's again fouled down the first baseline. It's going to be strike 2 for Harrington. Counts 1-2. Strickland will be on deck for your Bulldogs. We'll get to see him next. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a fastball down the middle as Harrington gets caught looking for out number 2.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Miles Strickland.
First pitch will be low for ball 1. Counts 1-0 here for Strickland. Joaquin Welch is on deck. We'll get to see him next if Welch can make his way on, or excuse me, Strickland can make his way on to first. Gonzalez still over at second. As Rummel gets set for the pitch. That one's going to be inside, and it's going to go off the helmet of Miles Strickland, off the brim of that helmet there, as he will get a free base. Taking one for the team. Bulldogs going to have 2 runners on now, as here comes right fielder Joaquin Welch. Two-way here in the top of the first. Hole, again, having a little powwow with Rummel on the mound. Welch awaits the pitch. Again, 2 runners on for your Bulldogs. Gonzalez at second. Strickland is over at first as there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the first underway, 2 away. Bulldogs with 2 runners on, including Gonzalez over in scoring position. There's the pitch as a hit towards first. It's going to be gloved by Helms, and the toss to Rummel will be in time for out number 3. 3-1 toss for out number 3. Your Bulldogs will leave 2 and not able to get anything across as we get set to go into the bottom of the first. Still working on getting my lineup set up, folks, so I apologize. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right, folks, let's talk defensively for your Bulldogs here as we'll get to see pitcher number 1 on the depth chart here for your Bulldogs. Ryder Melsa up on the bump. He'll get the call to go first. Catching the throws will be Travis Harrington. Over at first, Garrett Gautier. Miles Strickland at second. Julian Laughlin over at third. Josh Gonzalez at short. Left field, Darius Williams. Center field, Gabe Winters. And right field, Joaquin Welch. For the Tigers, they're going to send up Taylor Tracy, Connor Helms, and Jack Tyndall set to lead off here in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Tigers, center fielder, number 13, Taylor Tracy.
All right, here comes Taylor Tracy set to lead off for the Tigers. As Tracy able to hold back on that one for ball 1. Counts 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Melsa with the pitch. It's a nice high throw that's just going to be outside the box there for strike or for ball 2. Excuse me. Counts 2-0. Melsa says, "Look at this one, umpire," as he throws it right down the gullet for strike 1. Counts 2-1 now. Melsa moving fast. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a hit that's into the front foot of Taylor Tracy. It is going to be called foul as he shakes that off a little bit and makes his way back into the box. Even count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Melsa gets set, here's the pitch. And Tracy pulls back just in time. Quick check down to first, says no swing. Count goes to 3-2 here for Tracy as it is now a battle at the plate. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one's going to get popped up down the first baseline. So it looks like Welch is going to give chase and gets it as he runs into the fence. He went into the fence hard as time is called. Welch able to make that catch and bring it in. He holds on to it. Oh, and as Joaquin Welch gets looked at here. Let's see here, yep. We'll take a short break here, folks. We'll be right back.
caught it, but the cleats caught, like, he thought maybe he was going to slide.
I know. That's what I was asking. He caught it, but then he hit something that it wouldn't.
Is that what it was?
All right, folks. Well, Welch was helped off the field and taken to the back. So Ethan Lambert's going to come in relief in right field. Our officials are going to say that that was a dropped ball, so count stays full 3-2 here for Tracy as there's a pitch, and there's another pop fly down the first baseline that goes foul into the parking lot. Count stays full 3-2, so Welch, hoping he's okay. The team came out and looked at him as he went off. We're back underway. Melsa with a 3-2. There's a hit towards center, and it's a deep hit towards center. Winters is going to give chase to the fence and brings it in for out number one.
Now batting first.
Connor Helms, first baseman, is going to make his way to the plate now for the Tigers. As there's one away here in the bottom of the first. Also with the pitch, fastball down the gut, gets looked at for strike one. Counts 0-1. There's a swing and a miss by Helms. Strike two as Melsa gets ahead, 0-2. Jack Tyndall's going to be on deck for the Tigers. We'll see him next. And it's no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 away. Melsa with the pitch. It's a slider that just slides a bit outside. Doesn't quite get the call there. It's going to be ball 1. Counts 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryder Melsa on the mound, moving fast. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for out number 2. First strikeout of the evening for Melsa.
Now batting right fielder, number 18, Jack Tyndall.
Melsa getting the call game 1 against the Trojans a couple weeks ago, back on the 27th. Ended up striking out 6 batters on his way to that 7-0 win. As there's a high breaking ball inside for ball 1. Counts 1-0 is right fielder Jack Tyndall is at the plate here for the Tigers. There's the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. It's an even count, 1-1. There's a high throw that Tyndall doesn't even move at. Counts 2-1. We'll see if Melsa decides to bring this one low. setting them up, if you will, as here's the 2-1 pitch for Melso. There's a hit towards short. Gonzalez is going to get a glove on it. The throw to Gautier is in time for out number 2. Nice throw by Josh Gonzalez there at short. As, excuse me, what's out number 3? Blah, what am I talking? Out number 3? Sorry, folks. Oh, this is the time change. I'm going to blame the time change on that one. A nice 6-3 for out number 3, and the Tigers go down 1-2-3. And after 1, we're still knotted up at 0. All right, folks, as we take a break, let's give a shout out to our Grand Slam sponsor this year, Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice. Do you have a loved one who needs healthcare services in the comfort of their home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of services, including wound care, cardiac care, physical therapy, pain management, and much more. Our healthcare services are covered 100% by Medicare in most cases. Robinson Creek is a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit RC Home Hospice today. Cooper Rummel back up on the bump here for the Tigers. Your Bulldogs are going to send up Darius Williams, Ibrahim Algerin, and Garrett Gautier here in the top of the second.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, left fielder number 22, Darius Williams.
Williams ready and waiting at the plate here for your Bulldogs. He's out in left field tonight. We usually see him over as a DH, as there's a little blooper towards first. Helms will get it and will touch up for out number 1.
Now batting designated hitter number 23, Abraham Algerin.
Next up is going to be the DH for the night, Abraham Algerin. The first one will get hit foul for strike 1. Counts 0-1. As that one goes foul, count goes 0-2. Another foul, this time down towards the Bulldog dugout. Count stays 0-2 for Algerin. Rummel gets set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be high and goes right to the left of our home plate umpire, who doesn't budge at all. That one whizzed by his head. That is ball 1. Counts 1-2. I had to say I probably would have flinched on that one. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Rummel. There's a high throw, and time is called. As can't quite hear what's being yelled. And it looks like the umpire is, I think the first base umpire is calling a balk. Let's see. All right, well, that's going to be a ball called, so counts 2-2. Even count here for Algarin. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Rummel. And Algarin is going to hit that one into the, well, it would be the dirt right there by home plate. It's all turf, though, so hits it into the turf. Count stays even 2-2. Rummel with the 2-2 pitch. There's a throw that Algarin tries to get a little high call on there by ducking a little bit. Doesn't quite get it, though. It's a strikeout looking for out number 2. Next up, first baseman, number 14, Garrett Gautier. Julian Laughlin's going to be on deck for your Bulldogs as Gautier hits that one into the parking lot and, oh, just misses. Hits right between 2 parking spots there. It's going to be strike 1. Counts 0-1. There's a nice hit right over the first baseman, Helms. It's going to be a base hit, first hit of the night. As we have a 2-out base runner now, folks. We're just going to bring up third baseman, Julian Laughlin.
Now batting third baseman, number 8, Julian Laughlin.
So the Bulldogs finally get something going here in the top of the second. There's 2 away, though. And with 1 runner on, here comes Julian Laughlin. It's going to have to be swinging here as throw down to first is a wild throw and an easy run there for Gautier. It's going to be an error on Cooper Rummel as that throw is just way off. And just like that, folks, your Bulldogs have a runner now in scoring position with 2 away here in the top of the second. As Julian Laughlin gets set as he still waits his first pitch. And Rummel's going to step off and reset himself after he took a look over to second at Gautier. Gautier with a pretty good lead over there at second. There's a high throw that gets behind our catcher. And Gautier's going to take off, and he slides in, and he touches, and he's safe. And Gautier gets the calls. He'll advance on the wild pitch, as that was a tight one. Tiger faithful are going to argue otherwise on that one, but nice hustle there by Gautier. As it's 1 ball, no strikes for Laughlin, and just, and man, there's a runner now 90 feet away as there's a hit into the dirt. Foul. Laughlin couldn't get underneath that one. It gets on top of it. It's going to be strike 1. It's an even count, 1-1. Top of the order is due up if Laughlin can make his way on with Josh Gonzalez on deck. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Rummel with the pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball 2. Counts 2-1. Hull doing a good job of maneuvering now and keeping those throws in front of him. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away, and a runner on third for your Bulldogs. And Laughlin bounces that one over the mound, and Perry can't quite get a glove on it. Laughlin will make his way to first, and your Bulldogs will take a 1-0 lead over the Tigers.
Now batting shortstop, number 1, Josh Gonzalez.
That's going to be a single for Laughlin, so he'll get an RBI single out of that one as he's over at first now, and here comes top of the order, Josh Gonzalez. As that throws outside, Laughlin will take off towards first, and that's over the head of shortstop Conover. And Laughlin will reach on the steal. As Cooper Rummel looks to be a little rattled on the mound now. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here for Gonzalez. Another runner in scoring position now as Laughlin's over at second, and Rummel now taking a look over at Laughlin at second. A nice long look. Here's the 1-1. That's up high for ball 2. As your Bulldog dugout's getting excited now. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 away. Cooper Rummel on the ropes, trying to get himself out of this second inning. As he looks over at Laughlin at second, here's the 2-1 pitch. And Gonzalez will hit that one behind him foul. It's going to be strike 2. It's an even count, 2-2. Two-out magic here for your Bulldogs so far, and it's lucky twos. We'll say it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. As here's the pitch. Then Gonzalez hits that one right back up towards Rummel. He gets a glove on it, and luckily Conover is able to recover, and the throw to first is in time for out number 3. Rummel gets a glove on it. Conover finishes the job, though, throws it down. The Bulldogs will strand 1, not before Laughlin. It's an RBI single, brings Gautier home. And after 1.5, your Bulldogs have a 1-0 lead over the Tigers. What a second inning. Or at least what a top of the second, right? We still got a bottom of the second to go through here. And as we go into the bottom of the second, folks, let's give a shout out to one of our sponsors. Let's hit up our RBI sponsors this year, CT Fieldscapes. CT Fieldscapers is a landscape and sports field contractor in the Austin and San Antonio area. To check out our portfolio, reviews, services offered, or get a quote, please go to ctfieldscapes.com today. Ryder Melsa back up on the bump here for your Bulldogs as you see him get loose. Lots going on around the area, and I'm trying to get an update, folks, as we've got some good baseball happening everywhere. Like I said, pre-game a little bit, this is usually the battle where playoff contention starts. Again, you got your Bulldogs, you got the Tigers, the Johnson Jaguars, Lake Travis, and Westlake. And speaking of, we do have the Battle of the Lakes going on. As there's the first pitch that hits the top of the zone there for strike 1. Counts 0-1. Dom Hurley at the plate here for the Tigers. First time we get to see him tonight. And there's another throw that hits the zone there for strike 2. Counts 0-2. And I believe it's at Lake Travis. My good friend Mike Youngblood on the call over there, so I'm hammering him for an update. As here's the 0-2 pitch, as there's a hit back up to Melsa. He gets a glove on it and gives a little toss to Gautier for out number 1. So big games going on. Johnson, I believe, is taking on Anderson this week as well. And speaking of, it's spring break underway, so it's a little weird, right? We usually have a Tuesday, Friday set up for game 1 and game 2, but not this week. As here comes Theo Howard to the plate as he swings and misses at that one for strike 1. So it's the first true test of district play, given how the game's going to be played in the future. And I say that, folks, because week 1 we played the Del Valle Cardinals, and that was it. As that one goes behind Howard, foul for strike 2. All right, we played Del Valle, and we're not going to see Del Valle again for game 2 till the end of the year. So we may see a totally different Del Valle team, which is normally the case when we get to play the Cardinals. It will be a home game, so be sure you come out. As there's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout swinging for out number 2, second strikeout of the night for Melsa. But the week after, your Bulldogs took on the Trojans in game 1, won that one. And then the week after that was game 2, folks, so it wasn't normally back-to-back. We were able to see Ryder Melsa come out in game 2 and close that one out after Cole Miller started that one. So a little bit of a weird week, but this one back-to-back. So it's a little more strategy involved with pitch count and who you put on the mound and who you play. As there's a nice throw by Melsa. He just couldn't quite get the call. It's going to be ball 1. Counts 1-0 as catcher Gavin Hole is at the plate for the Tigers. So we'll see Dripping Springs tomorrow at home as that one gets the call for strike 1. That is a 7:30 first pitch, I believe. I'll double check and make sure I get that right to you folks. And that's going to be at the Burger Baseball Field, so be sure you come out if you can make it much, much more closer to home. As here's the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Hole for strike 2. Counts 1-2. But then after this week, folks, after Monday, Tuesday games, we go back to our normal Tuesday, Friday schedule. and get to actually go through district straight through nonstop. So as Melsa gets set to deliver the 1-2 pitch, that one's going to be look just a little too high. Where my counterpart here, Mr. Melvin Jones, the voice of the Tigers, says that was inside. I think he's lying. I think Gavin Hull was just a little too tight on the plate. As here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a hit towards short over the head of Gonzalez. It's going to be a base hit for the Tigers as Hull will get a single with 2 outs. As the Tigers try to get something going offensively.
Now batting, second baseman, number 4, Trey Perry.
Second.
Courtesy runner, number 11, Zane Warren.
So a courtesy runner for Gavin Hull. I believe it's Zane Warren, number 11. So Warren will be over there at first. As there's 2 away here in the bottom of the second, and Perry gets underneath that one and knocks it foul. Strike 1. That's second baseman Trey Perry for the Tigers at the plate now. So no balls, 1 strike, and 2 away. Bulldogs lead 1-0 here after scoring 1 in the top of the second, as that one's going to go foul for Perry. It's going to be strike 2. Melsa gets ahead, the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher's count here for Melsa as he takes a look at Warren at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be just a smidge too high. Ball 1. I like that throw just outside the zone, and Perry doing a good job of showing some discipline at the plate, not offering. Count goes 1-2. Melsa with the pitch. That one's getting popped up into the parking lot. Foul. Count stays 1-2.
That's one here.
There's a hit towards center field. Winters will come up. It's going to drop in front of him. It'll be a base hit for Perry. Warren will advance over to second, and the Tigers now have 2 base runners with 2 away as they like to try to make some 2-out magic of their own. As here comes third baseman, number 12, Tristan Chahanowitz. Jackson Conover is going to be on deck for the Tigers. As there's still 2 away, and Melsa is looking to pitch his way to this one. And there's a throw that's low and inside for ball 1. Counts 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Chahanowitz at the plate for the Tigers. Melsa up on the bump as he takes a look at second. Another peek at Warren. Here's the pitch. Fastball down the middle that I guess is just low over the middle. Doesn't quite get the call. It's going to be ball 2. Counts 2-0. The Tigers with 2 base runners here with 2 away. Counts 2-0. Melsa with the pitch. There's a hit towards short. Gonzalez gets a glove on it. The throw to second. And a fielder's choice for out number 3. Melsa gets out of that one. And after 2, the Bulldogs lead 1-0. All right, folks. Well, the Bulldogs defense comes up and gets the strands the runners and gets out of that one. As we get set to start the top of the 3rd, let's give a shout out to some more sponsors. Let's hit our dog sponsors this year. We'll go with Cruz Teca Mexican Kitchen. Cruz Tech Mexican Kitchen is a locally owned Bowie alumni restaurant that taps into the family's roots with a full menu representing various regions of Mexico and Texas. All dishes are made to order and sauces are made from scratch. Catered and taco truck available for every event. Check out their menu at cruzteca.com. That's CRUZTECA.com. And they're located near Doc's backyard. So big thank you to Cruz Teca, one of our dog sponsors this year. Cooper Rummel back up on the bump here for the Tigers. As your Bulldogs will send up Gabe Winters, followed by Travis Harrington and Miles Strickland, set to bat third.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, center fielder number 4, Dave Winters.
All right, there's Winters. All called on that one for strike one. Counts 0-1. Winters sacrifice bunt his first at bat in the first inning. So technically no stats for him tonight. And that's going to go down as strike 2. Counts 0-2. Rummel moving quick. There's a swing and a miss. And Winters will go down as out number 1. Third strikeout tonight. First strikeout for Rummel, where he actually got the bat at a swing. As here comes catcher Travis Harrington. He struck out looking his first time at bat in the first inning. As there's a hit right into the glove of Chohanowitz. Chohanowitz will throw to first. Is just in time. Helms reaching out on that one and able to get a glove on it just before Harrington can get to the bag. That'll be out number 2.
Now up second baseman number 2, Miles.
As here comes Miles Strickland up to the plate. Strickland took one on the brim of his helmet, his first at bat. As that one goes inside and low for ball 1. As Strickland looks over and kind of says, "What's up?" Had to move out of the way of that one. Rummel moving fast. There's a 1-0. That one's high and it goes out of the glove of hole. Luckily, no runners were on for the Tigers there. As that'll be ball 2. Counts 2-0. Rummel coming out looking strong here in the top of the third. Must have had a Snickers in the dugout, right? He wasn't himself because he looks solid now as there's a pitch. It's a swing, and Strickland gets just a piece of it, but it goes into the glove of hole for strike 1. Counts 2-1. Said Rummel kind of ended the second, looking a little rattled there. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. It's an even count, 2-2 is Strickland. Looking to get some two-out magic going for your Bulldogs. There's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. We're out number 3. And the Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the third. Well, and as we play catch-up from our audio snafu at the start of the game, we'll hit some more of our sponsors here. Let's hit Austin by Eric, one of our dog sponsors this year. Location in Bulldog Nation. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Southwest Austin, visit austinbyeric.com and work with the realtor with over 15 years of experience in Circle C Ranch. Know the neighborhood, understand all it has to offer, and love where you live. Visit austinbyeric.com to schedule a free consultation with the Texas Realtor who specializes in Circle C Ranch. That's Austin by Eric. And go Dogs. Ryder Melsa back up on the bump here for your Bulldogs. Shortstop Jackson Conover will make his way to the plate, set to lead off in the bottom of the third for the Tigers. And then top of the order due up with Taylor Tracy set to bat second and Connor Helms set to bat third.
Leading off for the Tigers, shortstop number 6, Jackson Conover.
Melsa with the first pitch. Nice throw down the gut there for strike one. Counts 0-1 as Conover thought about it, pulled back, didn't matter though. Counts 0-1. There's a slider that's just a smidge outside for ball one. Didn't even count 1-1. One ball, one strike. As that one hits the top of the zone there for strike two. Heck of a pitch by Melsa there as the count goes 1-2. As we hear the grumblings from the Tiger faithful here. There's a 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be too low for ball two. It's an even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a 2-2 pitch for Melsa. Swing and a miss by Conover. That'll be a strikeout swinging. Strikeout number 3. And out number 1 of the bottom of the third. Top of the order now coming out for the Tigers as here comes center fielder Taylor Tracy. He had a pretty deep ball to center field. Winters was able to bring that down with ease for the first out of the game. There's a throw that's just a bit inside for ball one. Counts 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Melsa with the pitch. There's a nice throw that he finally gets the call on. Strike one. Even count 1-1 here for Melsa. Connor Helms is going to be on deck for the Tigers. We'll get to see him next. As here's the 1-1 pitch from Melsa. Slider low and away. Ball 2. Counts 2-1. Two balls, one strike, one away, and no runners on. Melsa with the pitch. There's a throw that misses somewhere that I couldn't see. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's the pitch. There's a hit down the first baseline, and it goes foul. Lambert gives chase, but can't quite get to it. It's going to be strike 2 that brings the count full 3-2. Tracy drew the count full his last at bat as he's ready and waiting. Melsa with the pitch. Tracy gets just underneath that one. It goes behind him, foul. Count stays full 3-2. Short field here at Tiger Stadium. It's 320 at either corner. And only 375 down center field. Now it is a high wall at center, but pretty easy to hit anyway, as there's a swing and a miss by Taylor Tracy. Strikeout swinging for out number 2. As here comes first baseman Connor Helms. Helms was a strikeout swinging his last at bat back in the first inning. And with 2 away, he looks to get things going, much like the Tigers did in the last inning. And here's the first pitch by Melsa, a nice breaking ball. It gets called for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Melsa with the pitch. Swing and a miss by Helms, strike 2. As it is a pitcher's count now, folks. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and no runners on. Helms back in the box. Melsa with the pitch. A swing and a miss, and the Tigers strike out all 3 batters here in the bottom of the third. And after 3, the Bulldogs lead 1-0. So after 3, folks, Bulldogs still lead 1-0. Nice pitching by Ryder Melsa. Again, he strikes out the side here in the bottom of the third. As we get set to go into the top of the 4th, it's give another shout out to Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice. Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today. So a quiet third inning for both of these teams. The Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 with a strikeout, a ground out, and a strikeout. And then the Tigers go down to 1-2-3 with 3 strikeouts swinging to end that one. So nice job by Melsa. As Cooper Rummel, looking a lot calmer in the third, makes his way back to the bump here in the top of the fourth. He'll look to be face-off against Ethan Lambert. Lambert came in for Joaquin Welch after he got injured in the first inning. So Lambert's first time at bat tonight. There's a throw outside for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Darius Williams will be set to bat second with Abraham Algarin set to bat third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Again, another outside throw by Rummel for ball 2. Counts 2-0. Rummel with the pitch. There's a throw that's low and away for ball 3. As now the Tiger faithful start getting loud, not happy with those calls. They look good from back here. As there's the 3-0 pitch that's low and away, ball 4, and Lambert will be a leadoff base runner for your Bulldogs. It's going to bring up left fielder Darius Williams up to the plate. Williams hit a little grounder towards Rummel back in the second inning. He was the first out of that inning. He's got a base runner, though, now. We'll see if the strategy changes here. We usually see a bunt on a base runner. And Williams has the speed to make that one down, or at least to get it down and get his way to first. As Williams gets up to the plate. Again, Lambert's over there at first. No outs here in the top of the fourth as the Bulldogs look to open this one up if they can. There's the pitch from Rummel. Yep, there's a bunt and pulling back just in time. The throw down to first is not in time, and Lambert caught in the middle will make his way to second, and no throw by Helms. So we're going to give Lambert a steal on that one. He'll probably get a stern talking to about don't do that again. It's ball 1 for Williams, though. Counts 1-0. Williams showing bunt again, pulls back. That one's going to be up higher for ball 2. Counts 2-0. Helms making his way up for the bunt now, as that's going to be where Williams is going. They're going to try to get Lambert over the third if they can. But it's 2 balls, no strikes, no outs, and 1 runner in scoring position as Rummel will get himself reset. As Williams awaits the 2-0 pitch. Bunt. That's popped up, and Helms chases that one down in foul territory for out number 1. Not what Williams wanted. Williams wanted to get that one down and couldn't quite get on top of it. As here comes our DH for tonight, Abraham Aguirre. Had a strikeout looking his first at bat in the second inning. As there's a throw that catches the plate there for strike 1. Counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike for Algarin. Lambert still over there at second. That's going to get away from Hole, and Lambert will trot his way over to third on the wild pitch. Ball 1 for Algarin. And now the Bulldogs have a chance to get another run across here as it's 1 ball, 1 strike, only 1 out, 1 runner on. And a 1-0 lead. How about that, right? Lucky ones for your Bulldogs. As Rummel gets set, here's the pitch. Guerin hits that one right back up the middle. And Rummel is going to decide to go for Lambert. And Lambert in the throwdown now. And Lambert's going to make his way, try to touch, and they're going to toss him out. Not before, though. Guerin makes his way to second. So Lambert gets caught in the throwdown. He'll be out number 2. He'll be a fielder's choice. Guerin will reach on that fielder's choice and make his way to second. As here comes first baseman Garrett Gautier. Gautier, the one run to come across for either team tonight so far. Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position still, even after that throwdown. As Garrett gets some last-minute coaching there from Coach DeJelly over there at third. Rummel gets set. Quick look over at second. Here's the pitch. That gets away from Hull as there comes Guerin to third again. Uncontested on the wild pitch. That is ball 1 for Gautier. Counts 1-0. As the wild pitches are really hurting Rummel tonight. Runners are getting put in scoring position pretty easily for the Bulldogs. Look to keep it going. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Gautier. Way up high for ball 2. Counts 2-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Abraham Guerin over there at third. Garrett Gautier at the plate. And here's the pitch from Rummel. There's a swing and a miss by Gautier for strike 1. Counts 2-1. Gautier hit that single in the second inning. So he is 1 for 1 so far this evening. Looks to keep that going as here's the 2-1 pitch from Rummel. That one's going to be low. Ball 3. Batters count here for Gautier. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Oh, and you know what that means, folks, right? Oh, faithful. We usually see heater down the middle here. We'll see if Cooper Rummel goes into his bag of tricks for that throw. That's exactly what it is. That one inside, and he gets the call for strike 2. It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. And 1 runner over at third for the Bulldogs. Rummel. Swing and a miss by Gautier. Out number 3. The Bulldogs will strand 1. The Tigers played that one perfectly, folks. And after 3.5, the Bulldogs still have a 1-0 lead over the Tigers. Well, folks, as we go to the bottom of the 4th, let's give a shout out to another one of our dog sponsors, Central Texas Orthodontics. Hey, baseball fans, are you ready to hit a home run with your smile? Dr. Brian St. Louis at Central Texas Orthodontics can help you achieve the smile that you've been dreaming of. Our friendly orthodontic office has affordable financing and is located less than a mile east of Bowie High School. So swing on by Central Texas Orthodontics so you can step up to the plate with an MVP smile. All right, folks. Well, Ryder Melsa back up on the bump here for your Bulldogs. The Tigers will send right fielder Jack Tyndall set to lead off here in the bottom of the 4th, followed by Dom Hurley and Theo Howard set to bat third. As that one gets popped up by Tyndall, Gonzalez is getting underneath it and drops it as he quite couldn't quite get his glove under that one. He is disappointed on himself. It's going to be an error on Gonzalez. Tyndall
Now batting
is going to get lucky on that one. He will be a base runner set to lead off here in the fourth for the Tigers. Dom Hurley to the plate now. There's a throw down to first. That's not in time. There's that first throw down the middle for strike one. Counts 0-1. Another throw down to first, not in time. Also, looking hard at Tyndall over there at first as Tyndall looks to take off. He does. Throw down, goes over the head of Gonzalez, and Gonzalez gets hit. As the crowd wants interference, but Gonzalez going to make a play, gets hit. There's a collision there, and here comes the Dripping Springs folks, coach. So we'll see what happens here. The throw down by Harrington was just a little too high over the head of Gonzalez is what it looked like. Gonzalez is going to get checked out. Tigers want some interference from Gonzalez. The Bulldogs want some interference from Tyndall. Let's see what happens. So they're going to give Jack Tyndall second on that one. He will reach on the, it's going to be the error on Harrington on that throw. It's going to be ball one for Hurley, so counts 1-1 with a runner in scoring position now as Hurley pops that one up. Melsa dives and misses that one as that one went just a little too deep on the pop-up. Tyndall will advance. Hurley will reach on an error.
Now batting left fielder number 14, Theo Howard.
As here comes left fielder Theo Howard. So far, all the base runners for the Tigers this inning have reached on errors. As Tyndall reaches on an error by Gonzalez, Hurley reaches on an error by Melsa. As here comes Theo Howard with no outs, and the Tigers with a chance here. As there's a bunt. Melsa takes his time, throw to first. In time. So there's out number one. They end up advance Hurley over to second on that sacrifice.
Now up for the
As
Tigers,
here comes
number
catcher
3,
Gavin Hole. So two runners now. As Coach Agili calls the time and has a powwow with the infield. So one out now, two runners in scoring position for the Tigers. As they look to send up Gavin Hole. Hole hit a single his last at bat. This part of the lineup hit some pretty deep singles right between short and second, if not right over short. They had a good handle their first time at bat, but we'll see what Melsa has for him here. As Gavin Hole, a southpaw batter, makes his way to the plate. Again, Tyndall and Hurley is going to be at third and second, respectively. As there's a nice throw that hits the outside edge for strike one. Counts 0-1. No balls, one strike, and one away. Melsa set. Here's the pitch to Hole. That one gets popped up down left. It's going to be in foul and dropped. And that's going to be foul. As Williams had it in the foul territory. Tyndall looking for a tag up. Almost kind of a better play that it was dropped and a run wasn't given up. Melsa now 1 strike away from getting his second out if he can throw this one out. Trey Perry is going to be on deck for the Tigers. So barring a double play, we'll see him next. As Hull makes his way into the box, Melsa awaits the call. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be up high. Ball 1, a nice waist pitch there by Melsa. Harrington to pop it up immediately. I think they were hoping to catch Tyndall off the bag. And no give, though, as he was pretty safe over there at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Melsa with the pitch. That one gets hit towards left center. Winters is going to give chase, and Williams will get it. Tyndall will tag up. The throw in is not going to be in time. And a sacrifice fly by Hull will bring in a run as Tyndall will score. Hurley will stay at second.
Number 4, Trey Perry.
And the Tigers will tie this one up at 1. So 2 away here, the bottom of the 4th, and the Tigers will send up Trey Perry, who hit a single his last at bat. Tigers still have 1 more runner in scoring position with Dom Hurley over there at second. As Melsa awaits the call. Here's the pitch. Nice throw down the middle that I guess will hit the outside edge. Ball 1. Counts 1-0. That looked like a good throw from up here. Melsa gets the call. Quick check over to Hurley at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Perry. And Perry will call time. One-0 count. Melsa looking hard at Hurley at second. There's the pitch outside. Ball 2. Counts 2-0. Third baseman Tristan Chahanowitz is going to be on deck for the Tigers. 2-0 count. Melsa again looking at Hurley over there at second. Here's the pitch. That one's going to get down the third base line. It's going to go foul. It's going to be strike 1 for Perry. Counts 2-1. Perry looking for a time call. He wasn't granted it that time, though. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. We're knotted up at 1 after the sacrifice fly by Gavin Holt drives in Jack Tyndall for the Tigers. Here's the pitch from Melsa. It's outside. Ball 3. Counts 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Perry in the box, ready and waiting. Melsa looking at Hurley at second. Throw down. It's away from Strickland. I think it hit the edge of his glove there as he got hit by Hurley. Runner stays put, though. And we'll get reset and we'll do it again.
Hey, 3-1 out of your shoes, Trey. Let's go. Let's go, Trey.
Melsa. Here's the pitch. That's going to hit the zone there for strike 2. Nice pitch by Melsa. Strike 2 called, and it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away with 1 runner on. As Melso looks to pitch his way to this one. We'll see if he keeps paying a lot of attention there to Hurley at second. Got to think he's going to be concentrated on Perry at the plate. Melsa gets the call. Takes a look at Hurley. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Perry. Nice breaking ball over the plate. Perry will get caught looking for out number 3. The damage is done, though, as the Tigers drive the tying run across. And after 4, we are knotted up at 1. Top of the 5th set to get underway here, folks. We are live from Dripping Springs, Texas, here at Tiger Stadium. It's Tiger Baseball Stadium. We're right next to Tiger Stadium. It's your Bulldogs and the Tigers knotted up at 1. District 26-6A in full swing, including another big matchup, Battle of the Lakes going on. And again, I believe that's at Lake Travis this go around. Bottom of the second over there, top of the second, and it's still scoreless at that one. As we go into the top of the 5th, let's give a shout out to another one of our dog sponsors, Deep Eddy Therapy. Don't settle for good enough therapy. Get access to the best mental health providers in Texas at Deep Eddy Therapy. Deep Eddy has served our community for over 30 years through individual, couples, and child therapy services, all covered by most major insurances. Book a free consultation with a therapist by going to deepeddytherapy.com today.
I mean, he's so close. He's on the wall. Well, to me, it seemed like
Cooper Rummel back up on the bump for the Tigers. Your Bulldogs will send up Julian Laughlin, and then top of the order, Josh Gonzalez set to bat second, and Gabe Winters set to bat third. So far, pitch count by our clock here, 56 pitches for Rummel. Melsa, the same, 65 though, so still a little bit of a better pitch count for Rummel. As here comes Laughlin. Laughlin's 1 for 1 with a single as he goes across and can't quite pull back in time for strike 1. Counts 0-1. Often hit a single, an RBI single to drive in Garrett Gautier. Then he stole second. As Laughlin calls actually it looks like Hole called time on that one, I believe. Somebody called time. No balls, 1 strike here for Laughlin. Lead off batter here at the top of the 5th. As there's a throw that's low for ball 1. Even counts 1-1 now. Chilly night here in Dripping Springs, folks, as it's getting cooler by the minute. There's another low throw there for ball 2. Counts 2-1. It is a cool 63 degrees, which sounds crazy, but it feels like it's in the 50s. There's a swing, and Laughlin gets just underneath that one. Goes behind him foul for strike 2. Didn't even count 2-2 for Laughlin. Two balls and 2 strikes here for Julian Laughlin. Cooper Rummel on the bump. Here's the pitch. It's a throw that is inside and goes off the knee of Hole. It's going to be ball 3. And Laughlin doing a good job of just kind of battling at the plate so far. And waiting for his pitch, if you will, as it's a full count now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. There's a hit. It's a bouncer towards short. Conover is going to get a hand on it. The throw to first is just in time to Helms, as Helms almost came off the bag to get that one. But a nice throw by Conover over there at short. And Laughlin goes down as out number 1. Next up is top of the order, Josh Gonzalez. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Reached on an error in the first and then grounded out in the second. As he watches that first one go by for ball one. Counts 1-0. As I believe that one went off the left shoulder of the home plate umpire. Ball two, counts 2-0. 2-0 count here for Josh Gonzalez. As he is ready and waiting, here's the pitch. There's another low throw by Rummel for ball three. Counts 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Here comes Old Faithful. There it is, heater down the middle for strike one. Still a batter's count here, folks, 3-1. We'll see if we see it again, as that is the normal MO when a pitcher gets behind. And, yep, Rummel's moving quick. I think we might see it, and we do. This one was too low, though. Ball four, and Gonzalez will be a one-out base runner here in the top of the fifth for your Bulldogs. As Hull calls the time and goes straight to the mound to have a chat with Cooper Rummel. The infield will make his way in, as will the coaching staff for the Tigers. Gabe Winters will be set to make his way up next. Winters is 0 for 1. He had a strikeout swinging in the third and hit a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. The Tigers taking all of this time out here to have their powwow on the mound.
The Tigers stood up, kid.
Now batting center fielder number 4, Gabe Winters.
As here comes Gabe Winters. He's got a runner over there at first with Gonzalez. There's a throw down that not in time. So top of the fifth currently underway here at Tiger Baseball Stadium. Knotted up at one as there's a nice hit towards short. Conover's going to get a glove on it and throws it to second, and they are able to pull the double play and get out of the inning. That'll be a 6-4-3 double play for the Tigers.
Let's go hit, boys!
And that'll be all she wrote as we will head into the bottom of the fifth. Knotted up at one. Well, bottom of the fifth, or we're going into it. We'll give another shout out to Texas Medical Liability Trust. TMLT is the largest medical liability insurance provider in Texas. Texas Medical Liability Trust serves more than 20,000 healthcare professionals. Big thank you to one of our dog sponsors, TMLT.
Before we close the concession stand, are we supposed to like give it $10 or something? They just do that, or like if we had leftover hot dogs and stuff. Sorry, I didn't know. Okay, thanks, man.
So Ryder Melsa back on the bump here for your Bulldogs, and his pitch count's getting kind of up there as he is looking to throw pitch number 66 here to start out, and he will throw pitch number 66 to leadoff batter third baseman Tristan Chahanowitz. Jackson Conover will be set to bat second, and then top of the order with Taylor Tracy set to bat third.
Christian
As
Johannes.
there's a high throw for ball one. Counts 1-0. Melsa had a shaky end there to his fourth inning. As here's the 1-0 pitch. Slider outside, ball two. Counts 2-0. Two balls, no strikes as Melsa gets set. Here's the pitch to Chahanowitz. Chahanowitz will get underneath that one and knocks it behind him foul. It's going to be strike one. Counts 2-1. Update from the Battle of the Lakes. Top of the third going on over there. They are still knotted up at 0. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Melsa gets the call. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Chahanowitz. Count goes even 2-2.
Good work.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Melsa with the pitch. Breaking ball inside for ball 3. Count goes full 3-2. Jackson Conover is going to be on deck for the Tigers. We'll get to see him next. As here's the 3-2 pitch from Melsa. There's a hit towards short. Gonzalez will get a glove on it. Throw to Gautier is in time and with ease for out number 1.
Now up shortstop, number 6, Jackson Conover.
So Jackson Conover will make his way to the plate now. Conover's 0 for 1 so far tonight with a strikeout swinging his last at bat in the 3rd inning. He was the 3rd strikeout of the night. As that one is going to be bunted to Melsa. He'll pick it up. Throw to first is in time for out number 2.
Now up center fielder, number 13.
As here comes the top of the order, center fielder Taylor Tracy with 2 away and no runners on.
Give him the chokehold.
Tracy's 0 for 2 tonight. He had a pretty deep pop fly out to Winters over there at center field and had a strikeout swinging his last at bat in the 3rd inning. As Melsa looks to repeat that one, there's the pitch. A nice breaking ball that hits the plate there for strike 1.
Hey, good spit, not you.
Counts 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. A bouncer towards Gonzalez at short. He gets a glove on it. The throw to Gautier is in time. A heck of a throw by Gonzalez. And how the inning started with a 6-3 out number 1. It's going to end with a 6-3 out number 3. And after 5, we are still knotted up at 1. Cooper Rummel is going to be back up on the bump here for the Tigers.
Price burgers and hot dogs. Half price.
No, half-price burgers and hot dogs at the concession stand. I can't quite get away from here to go grab one, but that sounds delicious. Yeah, I apologize. They got me right in the walkway here, so we've got people walking up to make these announcements, and you're getting a nice little view of the back of their head every so often in our camera here, but we're going to make it happen. But here we go into the top of the 6th. Bulldogs going to look to make something happen. They're going to send up catcher Travis Harrington set to lead off, followed by Miles Strickland. with Ethan Lambert set to bat third.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, catcher number 5, Travis Harrington.
So here's Harrington, so far 0 for 2 tonight as he swings and misses at that one for strike one. Counts 0-1. He had a strikeout look in his first at bat and hit a grounder to Chahanowitz over there at third, back in the third. It's an 0-1 count though. Rummel still going pretty strong up on the bump as there's a slider that hits the outside zone for strike two. Counts 0-2. Rummel, pitch number 70 here, as that one's going to get hit into the dirt, foul. Count stays 0-2 here for Harrington. Al Strickland's on deck. We'll get to see him next. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. This guy went off the tip of Harrington's bat there, but it went into the glove of Hole. That'll be a strikeout swinging for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman number 2, Miles Strickland.
As here comes Miles Strickland up to the plate. Watch that first one go by for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Ethan Lambert's on deck. We'll see him next. If you're able to make it out tomorrow for the game 2 of this matchup, you'll get to hear Miles' dad up on the PA as Strickland hits that one into the dirt for strike 1. He is our Burger Baseball PA guy and DJ and all the above. As here's the 1-1 pitch to Strickland. That one's going to get low and away from Hole. Strickland holds true, though. It's going to be ball 2. Counts 2-1.
You got it, Coop. Sit him down, Coop.
Rummel with the 2-1 pitch. Way up high. It's going to be ball 3. Batter's counting here. 3 balls, 1 strike. So you know what that means, folks. Here's Old Faithful. Is a swing and a miss by Strickland. His eyes lit up on that one. Strike 2, and it's a full count, 3-2. Rummel with the pitch. Strickland lives to fight another day as he hits that one foul. Count stays full, 3-2. A swing and a miss by Strickland. As that'll be out number 2.
Now batting right fielder number 12.
7th strikeout tonight for Cooper Rummel. Had a rough go his first 2 innings, but since that, Cooper Rummel's been pretty comfy there on the bump. As there comes right fielder Ethan Lambert. As there's a throw that can't quite catch the zone there for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Lambert. Technically no stats on him tonight. He was walked his first at bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch, as that one's going to be inside and in the dirt for ball 2. Counts 2-0. Darius Williams will be on deck, so if Lambert can make his way to first, we'll get to see him next. As here's the 2-0 pitch to Lambert. Lambert knocks that one behind him foul for strike 1.
On your way, T.
2-1 pitch from Rummel. Low and away. Ball 3. 3-1 count. Oh, faithful, right? It's about that time. We saw Strickland swing at it. We'll see if Lambert does the same. Here's the pitch. He does, and he misses for strike 2. Counts 3-2. Full count, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, no runners on for your Bulldogs. Top of the 6th currently underway as Cooper Rummel gets set. Here's the pitch. There's a little hit towards short. Conover is going to come up and grab it. The throw to first. In time. We're out number 3. Your Bulldogs go down 1, 2, 3. After 5.5, we stay tied at 1.
Last chance for half.
And as the half, we'll give another shout out to another one of our dog sponsors, Covert Hutto. Are you visiting car dealers near Austin, Texas in the hopes of finding a place that prioritizes the customer over the sale? Do you want to receive the exceptional customer service you deserve? You don't have to go far to get this kind of experience. All you need to do is visit the team at Covert Chevy Hutto, located in Hutto, Texas. We have everything you need to get superb customer service as well as a huge inventory of vehicles. Big thank you to Covert Hutto, one of our dog sponsors this year. So Ryder Melsa back up on the bump here for the bottom of the 6th. Again, pitch count getting a little up there for him. We'll see how much longer he stays in. 74 pitches so far for him. Cooper Rummel in comparison at 85 now. So both these pitchers are coming towards the end of their tenure here. As here comes first baseman Connor Helms set to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th. He'll be followed by Jack Tyndall and Dom Hurley set to bat third. Helms 0 for 2 tonight, 2 strikeouts to his name, trying to avoid the hat trick here as Melsa delivers the pitch. Helms gets underneath that one, knocks it foul for strike 1. Counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Melsa with the pitch. Inside, hits the zone for strike 2. Counts 0-2. As you hear the grumblings from the Tigers faithful, Helms hugging the plate there, and that ball, of course, went right by him. When you hug the plate, it's going to be close to you. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Melsa. This one high and away, trying to get Helms to offer to that one. No dice, though. Counts 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Helms, and that's a hat trick for him. 3 strikeouts tonight as he will go down as out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting right fielder number 18, Jack Tyndall.
Next up to the plate, right fielder Jack Tyndall. Tyndall 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out in the first. He reached on an error in the 4th, and he was the tying run to come across for the Tigers. That one is going to be way too low for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Dom Hurley's going to be on deck for the Tigers. We'll see if we get to see him next. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. So we're going to do a check down. Oh, they're going to say, yep, strike. Tyndall can't quite pull back in time. It's going to be strike 1. It's an even count, 1-1. Melsa delivers the pitch. It's going to be low for ball 2. Counts 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, and 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Ryder Melsa on the bump for your Bulldogs. There's a throw that's up high for ball 3. Counts is 3-1 here for Jack Tyndall, right fielder for the Tigers. 3-1 count, batters count. Usually see Old Faithful, right? Heater down the middle. See if Melsa delivers. Here's the pitch. He does, and Tyndall will get just a smidge of that one. Knocks it foul. It's going to be strike 2, and the count goes full 3-2. Melsa with the pitch. Swing and a miss. They're going to say it was in the dirt, though, so Harrington with a throw down to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter
That was
16,
strikeout
Dom
number 8
Hurley.
for Ryder Melsa, as here comes the DH for the Tigers tonight, Tom Hurley. Hurley's 0 for 2. So he hit a grounder to Melsa back in the second, then was able to reach on an error in the fourth. As he gets some last-minute coaching up, walking his way to the plate. And Hurley's going to take his time walking to the box here. Melsa gets the call. Here's the pitch. It's low and away and gets away from Harrington, but it is going to be ball 1. Counts 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 2 away. Melsa with the pitch. There's a swing and a miss by Hurley for strike 1. It's an even count, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Melsa with the pitch. It's going to be just a bit up top. Ball 2. Counts 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Melsa. There's a swing and a miss by Hurley for strike 2. Count goes even, 2-2. And I'll say it, lucky 2s for your Bulldogs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. As that one's going to get hit foul into the parking lot. Count stays even, 2-2. Theo Howard is going to be on deck for the Tigers. We'll see if Hurley can make his way on. Melsa awaits the call. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a nice throw that's just going to be a smidge too low. Count goes full, 3-2. Full count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Melsa with the pitch. And there's a nice throw, and Hurley will go down looking for out number 3. Melsa will strike out the side again. Strikeout number 9. And going into the 7th, folks, we are still tied at 1. Update from Lake Travis. Top of the 4th, and the Cavs are up over Westlake 2-0. Again, big thank you to my man Mike Youngblood up there calling the game for the Cavs. He's keeping me up to date on that battle going on over there. Oh, that's a good matchup over there, and I'll let you know why here in a second, folks, as I bring it up for our district standings. Lake Travis hits the top 3-0. Your Bulldogs are tied with them at 3-0, and then come Dripping Springs at 2-0, and then Westlake at 1-0. So, important game if Westlake drops this one and Lake Travis takes the win. Just sets up an interesting top 4 there for our gauntlet of a district. So top of the 7th, folks. Bulldogs are going to look to hopefully get a run across and stop this one from going into extra innings. Darius Williams will be set to lead off in the top of the 7th, followed by Ibrahim Algirin and Garrett Gautier set to bat 3rd. We are going to see a new pitcher come out for the Tigers.
Now batting left fielder.
It's going to be number 13, which is Taylor Tracy. So Williams will be the first one to go up against Tracy here. I'll try to see. Tracy was in center field. And it looks like Harrison Vallo is going to take over in center field for Tracy. There's Williams. Calls time and waiting for Taylor Tracy to speed this one up. Williams so far is 0 for 2 tonight. He hit a grounder to first and then hit a pop out towards first as well. As there's a first pitch from Tracy that hits the zone for strike one. Counts 0-1. Abraham Algiron is going to be on deck for your Bulldogs. We'll get to see him next. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Tracy. There's a swing and a miss by Williams. For strike two, counts 0-2. Tracy with the pitch, and Williams will get caught looking for out number one. Abraham Algiron will make his way to the plate now. Algiron is 0 for 2. So he had a strikeout look in his first at bat in the second. Can hit himself to a fielder's choice in the fourth. As there's one away here in the top of the seventh. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. Now it's 0-1. Tracy with the pitch. Algiron hits that one behind him into the parking lot for strike two. Counts 0-2. Garrett Gautier is going to be on deck for the Bulldogs. We'll get to see him next. It's no balls, 2 strikes for Abraham. Tracy with the pitch. Algiron will pop that one up, and it is going to make it into the stands. Count stays 0-2. Tracy make his way back to the bump. Tracy is southpaw pitcher. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be low and in the dirt for ball one. Counts 1-2 now. Rummel will have a pretty good showing. He'll pitch 6 innings, give up 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts to his name. Throwing 85 pitches. As there's a nice hit by Algiron to short. Conover is going to get it. The throw to first is in time for out number 2. Solid hit by Algiron. Nice defensive play there by the Tigers. As with 2 gone, here comes Garrett Gautier. Gautier's 1 for 2. He had a single in the second and had a strikeout swing in his last at bat in the 4th inning. Tracy set. Here's the pitch. In the dirt in front of home plate. Ball 1. Looks like Gavin Hull's going to call a quick time and head up to the mound to have a talk with Tracy. Bulldogs hoping for some 2-out magic here, folks. We're tied up at 1, top of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away here for the Bulldogs. Is trying to get something going. Gautier's going to pop that one up into the parking lot. Strike one. It's an even count, 1-1. One ball, one strike, and two away. As Taylor Tracy gets set, here's the pitch. And swing and a miss by Gautier. Strike two. Counts 1-2. Julian Laughlin's going to be on deck for your Bulldogs, so if Gautier can make his way to first or make his way on at least, we'll get to see him up to the plate. Tracy takes a deep breath. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. It gets dropped by Hole, and Gautier is going to try to make it, and he does. And Gautier runs that one out
Now batting.
as he is able to reach.
Number 8, Julian
And
Laughlin.
your Bulldogs now have a 2-out base runner here in the top of the 7th. Gautier represents the go-ahead run. As here comes third baseman Julian Laughlin. Laughlin 1 for 2 so far. He hit a grounder to Conover over there at short and hit a single, an RBI single in the second to give the Bulldogs a 1-0 lead back in the second. As he watches that first one go by for ball one, counts 1-0. Tracy with the 1-0 pitch, up high, ball two.
Go, fill it up, Taylor.
Two balls, no strikes, two away. Gautier's over there at first. Tracy with the pitch. Again, way up high, ball three. Counts 3-0. Laughlin, the good old batter's count. 3 balls, no strikes. You know what that means, folks. Oh, faithful, right? Heater down the middle. You got to think Laughlin's going to take a few of these if he can. As he gets set, Taylor Tracy on the mound, takes a deep breath. Here's a 3-0 pitch. There it is, up high and hits the top of the zone for strike one. Counts 3-1. We'll see if Laughlin takes again.
Did you grab ball, Taylor?
As Laughlin gets some last-minute coaching from Coach DeJalia. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away, and 1 runner on. Drop third strike, gets Gautier over there at first. Laughlin is ready and waiting. Tracy with the pitch. A swing and a miss by Laughlin. Strike 2, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Tracy with the 3-2 pitch. Way up high, ball 4. As the go-ahead run moves over to second. Top of the order now. Coming to the plate as here comes shortstop Josh Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2 so far. He was walked in the 5th inning. Hit a grounder to Conover in the second and then was able to reach on an error in the first. And Gonzalez, a pretty solid hitter for the most part. Gonzalez is batting .462 in district play. So looking to get his first hit of the night there as that one's going to be up for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Gonzalez set. Tracy, quick peek over at second at Gautier. High breaking ball that hits the zone somehow. Strike one. Not sure how that one hit the zone there, so Tracy getting a call on that one. Strike one, it's an even count, 1-1. One ball, one strike, two away. Gonzalez gets underneath that one, knocks it foul. Strike two. Counts 1-2. So Gautier reaches on a drop, strike three. Laughlin gets walked. And that was after 2 outs, folks. So here's Josh Gonzalez, top of the 7th. Bulldogs trying to get something going here. Gautier's at second. Laughlin's at first. Here's the pitch from Tracy. Up high. Ball 2. It's an even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And oh, lucky 2s for your Bulldogs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Swing and Gonzalez gets a piece of it. It goes into the glove of Hole. Strikeout swinging. For out number 3, the Bulldogs will strand 2, including that tie or the go-ahead run at second. And after 6.5, the Tigers will now get a chance to close this one out, as we are still tied up at 1. Well, bottom of the 7th, folks. Let's give a shout out again to our Grand Slam sponsor for the year and all the years prior, Robertson Creek Home Health and Hospice. Do you have a loved one who has just returned home from the hospital? Robertson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff helps patients recover and manage their conditions at home, which means less worry for you. We help your loved ones recover from serious conditions like strokes, heart attacks, falls, and complicated wounds. Robertson Creek also offers hospice care services at home for loved ones with a terminal illness. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today. So Ryder Melsa will get the call here in the top of the 7th. Pitch count's getting up there. He's going to be set to throw pitch number 92 as he looks to face off against left fielder Theo Howard. Catcher Gavin Hull will be set to bat second, and Trey Perry will be set to bat third for the Tigers. As Melsa gets set, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one for Howard. Howard 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 4th, and then his 0-1 came in the 2nd inning where he had a strikeout swinging. That one gets hit deep towards right center field. Lambert comes up and gets a glove on that one for out number 1.
Now catcher number 2, Gavin Hull.
Catcher Gavin Hull will make his way to the plate now. Hull is 1 for 1. He had a single in the 2nd and had a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the 4th, the one tying run to come across for the Tigers. Tigers have yet to lead in this game, as there is one away, and Melsa delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for Hull, strike one, counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away here for Melsa as he gets set. There's a nice throw right down the middle. Strike 2, counts 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Melsa gets the call. Here's the pitch. And Hull will pop that one up. Strickland waves everybody off. He gets underneath it and brings it in for out number 2.
Now up second base.
Just above second on that one for out number 2, as here comes second baseman Trey Perry. Perry so far is 1 for 2. He had a single in the 2nd, his first time at bat. The last time he came to the plate, he had a strikeout looking for out number 3 in the 4th inning. There's a nice throw by Melsa. Can't quite get the call. It's going to be ball 1. Counts 1-0. Melso with the 1-0 pitch. There's a hit that gets between first and second into right field. Lambert will pick it up, and it'll be a 2-out base runner here for the Tigers. And that is the go-ahead run for the Tigers at first, as here comes catcher Tristan Chahanowitz up to the plate. Chahanowitz so far is 0 for 2 tonight. He hit himself to a fielder's choice in the second, and then a ground out to Gonzalez at short back in the fifth. His last at bat. He gets some last-minute coaching there.
12, Tristan Chahanowitz.
So Perry represents the go-ahead run over there at first for the Tigers. Melsa awaits the call as he looks at Perry. Here's the pitch. High breaking ball for ball one. Counts 1-0. Melsa is going to want to get out of this one if he can, as there's a quick pickoff attempt that's not in time. One ball, no strikes, 2 away, 1 runner on, as there's a high throw for ball 2. Counts 2-0. Nelson, triple digits now. Here comes pitch 101. There's a nice slider that hits the zone there for strike 1. Counts 2-1. You hear our Tiger faithful say, "What was that?" Including our my co-broadcaster here, Mr. Melvin Jones. He's the voice of the Tigers. He gave me a look. I had to give him a little clap there. There's a nice slider outside. Ball 3. Batters counting here 3-1. 3-1. We usually see a faithful heater down the middle. We'll see if Melsa delivers. As Chahanowitz is showing some good discipline at the plate here for the Tigers. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Outstanding job by the home plate umpire so far tonight. As Melsa gets set, here's the 3-1 pitch. There's a nice throw, and Melsa can't get the call on that one. Ball 4. As Chahanowitz will take a freebie. Perry will advance into scoring position, and here comes shortstop Jackson Conover. And Coach DeGelia looks to be making his way to the mound, and he will. We're going to have a courtesy runner come out for Chahanowitz.
Pitch running at second, number 17, Hagen Shipley.
I believe that is number 17, Hagen Shipley. So Hagen Shipley will come out. Got to have some speed if he's coming in to be a courtesy runner. As the Bulldogs will have a powwow there on the mound. They'd like Melsa to pitch this one out if he can. He's going to be looking at pitch number 104. They are going to leave him on the mound to finish this one out. Got to think Coach Velasquez has a pitcher getting loose in the bullpen there.
Number 6, Jackson Conover.
So here comes Jackson Conover. And Shipley is coming in to courtesy run for Trey Perry in that scoring position there at second. So 2 away, bottom of the 7th. And that is the go-ahead game-winning run there at second currently. There's a nice throw right over the plate there for strike 1. Counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Melsa peeking over there at Shipley at second. Another peek over. Here's the pitch. That one gets hit deep towards left center. Winters is giving chase. Winters gets underneath it and brings it in for out number 3. And Free baseball, folks, as we are going to go into extra innings after 7. We are tied up at 1. The Bulldogs had a chance to close this one out in the 7th. They strand those 2 runners, and they're going to get another chance here. Top of the 5th from Lake Travis. They are still leading the Chaparrals 2-0. So they are holding on to that 2-run lead against Westlake. And as we go into the top of the 8th, let's give another shout out to our RBI sponsor this year, CT Fieldscapes. CT Fieldscapers is a landscape and sports field contractor in the Austin and San Antonio area. To check out our portfolio, review services offered, or get a quote, please go to ctfieldscapes.com today. Taylor Tracy back on the bump here for the Tigers. And your Bulldogs look to send up top of the order, close enough, right? Second spot there. Gabe Winters will be set to lead off here in the top of the 8th, followed by Travis Harrington and Miles Strickland set to bat third.
Fielder number 4, Gabe Winters.
Winters so far is 0 for 2 tonight. He did have a sacrifice bunt in the first, but then he had a strikeout swinging in the third and hit himself into a double play his last at bat at 6-4-3 in the 5th to end the 5th inning, or at least to end the top of the 5th, right? One 0 pitch. It's going to be up high. Ball 2, counts 2-0, and I apologize, folks. Looks like we got our scoreboard here is a little funky. I'm going to try to fix it for you guys. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a throw that's, again, way up high for ball 3. Batters count here for Gabe Winters, 3-0.
Let's go defense, help him out.
There's a pitch down the middle for strike 1. Counts 3-1 as Winters was playing around there at the plate, it looked like. As ball 4. I'm going to say no swing. Winters will be a leadoff base runner after that walk.
Now up, catcher number 5, Travis Harrington.
As here comes catcher Travis Harrington up to the plate. Harrington so far is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts to his name and a ground out to Chahanowitz over there at third, back in the 3rd inning. As he shows bunt immediately, Chahanowitz is going to come up from third as he hits that one into the dirt, foul for strike 1. He let that one just go right into his bat, but couldn't quite get it far enough away from home to get the runners to move. Winters is the go-ahead run for the Bulldogs as Chahanowitz comes up again. Bunt shown, and there's a bunt down the first baseline. A nice bunt by Harrington there, and Tracy will pick it up himself and run it to first for out number 1. Sacrifice bunt, and the runner will advance. So now Winters in scoring position for your Bulldogs. As here comes Miles Strickland up to the plate. Strickland 0 for 2 so far with 2 strikeouts to his name. 1 away and a go-ahead run over there at second. There's a nice high throw by Tracy for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Good job by Strickland to hold true there. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. Top of the 8th underway. Here's the pitch from Tracy. Swing and a miss by Strickland for strike 1. Count goes even, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away, 1 runner on, tied up at 1. Here's the pitch from Tracy. That one's going to hit the bottom side of the zone there for strike 2. We heard the Tiger faithful crying about that call last time, and this time, though, they're excited for it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Tracy awaits the call. Strickland wants to advance Winters if he can at the least. There's the pitch. Pops this one up, and it's going to be by Hole here at the plate, and Hole can't quite get a hand on it. That one went pretty up high there by Strickland. Hole probably lost that one in the lights there. Count stays 1-2 as Strickland will get another crack at it. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Taylor Tracy on the bump here for the Tigers. Miles Strickland at the plate for your Bulldogs. Gabe Winters in scoring position at second. Here's the pitch. High and away. Ball 2. Count goes even 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strickland pops that one foul. Count stays 2-2. Tracy moves his way towards Winters to get him back to second. Two balls, 2 strikes. Strickland awaits the pitch. Way away from Hole, and there goes Winters to third. He slides in safe. And Winters will reach on the wild pitch. That is ball 3 for Winters, and he drives the count full 3-2. Go-ahead run now, 90 feet away with Winters over there at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strickland. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out number 2.
Now batting right fielder number 12.
As here comes Ethan Lambert. Lambert came in relief for Joaquin Welch, who got injured in the first inning. Lambert so far is 0 for 1 tonight as he was walked in the 4th, his first time at bat, then hit a grounder to Conover over there at short. As that'll be all she wrote for Taylor Tracy. As the Tigers are digging deep to stop this Bulldogs from scoring. Looks like we're going to see Jackson Conover on the mound.
Now playing first. 19, David Gonzalez.
So David Gonzalez is going to go take his place at first for Helms, which I believe means Helms is going to move over to possibly short. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'll fill you in when I find out. But in the meantime, number 19, David Gonzalez, is going to take over at first. I believe Helms, and that's what it's showing on my list here. Connor Helms is going to take over short for Conover. So Ethan Lambert will be the first batter to face off against Jackson Conover on the mound. Again, Gabe Winters is over at third, folks. That's the go-ahead run for your Bulldogs to take the lead or retake the lead in this one. Darius Williams will be on deck. If Lambert can reach, we'll get to see him next. Oh, take that back. So it looks like Helms is going to be over at second. He is. So Helms will be over at second. And Perry will take over at short. There's a throw outside for ball one. Counts 1-0. One ball, no strikes, two away. Conover with the pitch. As Lambert gets underneath that one, knocks it behind him, foul for strike one. It's an even count, 1-1. Even count here for Lambert. One ball, one strike. Jackson Conover delivers the pitch. Breaking ball that hits the zone there for strike two. Now it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes, two away. Lambert awaits the pitch. High and away, ball two. Counts 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two away. Outside, and Lambert will get caught looking. Route number 3. The Bulldogs will strand the go-ahead run at third. The Tigers live to fight another day as we go into the bottom of the third. Still tied at 1. As we'll see a new pitcher come out for the Bulldogs. It's going to be number 12, Ethan Lambert.
Now pitching for the Bulldogs, number 12, Ethan Lambert.
And I'm trying to see who's out in right field now. It'll be number 13, Max Broderick, over in right field. So Max Broderick will take over in right field for Ethan Lambert, who will make his way to the mound. And I believe Luke Niddle will make his way to third. He is. So Luke Niddle will make his way over to third to take over for Laughlin. All right.
Number 13, Taylor Tracy.
All right, so I think we got everything figured out, folks. Lambert takes over on the bump for Ryder Melsa, who pitched a heck of a game, as here comes top of the order for the Tigers and Taylor Tracy up to the plate. Breaking ball right over the middle, and not going to get the call on that one. Ball one. Counts 1-0. As Lambert gets set, here's the next pitch. This one's low, and that one gets popped up by Tracy. Strickland's going to give chase. Going to go into right field, though, to Broderick, and Broderick brings it down for out number 1.
Now batting second baseman, number 3.
So next up is going to be second baseman Connor Helms. Helms so far, he's got the hat trick to his name. He's 0 for 3. As he watches that one go by for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Lambert, swing and a miss there on that pitch to Helms. Going to be strike 1. Even count 1-1. There's a hit towards third. Into the glove of Niddle. Niddle with a throw to first. And Gautier had to come off the bag on that one.
Great job, Tim.
Way to go, Connor!
Watch it.
That'll be a 1-out base runner for the Tigers.
Keep it going, Jack.
Now batting right fielder, number 18, Jack Tyndall.
As here comes right fielder Jack Tyndall up to the plate. Tyndall so far 0 for 2 tonight. And with one away, Lambert looking to get settled in. That one's a hit towards Strickland at second. Strickland's going to get it. They're going to try to turn the double. That's out number 1, and can't quite get Tyndall at first. So Helms will go down as out number 2.
Number 16, Dom.
The fielder's
Murray.
choice. Tyndall will reach on the fielder's choice. To note, Helms avoided the golden sombrero on that one by reaching on that error. As here comes Dom Hurley up to the plate. Hurley's going to hit that one behind him foul for strike 1. Counts 0-1. Golden sombrero, folks. That means 4 strikeouts in a game, so Helms avoids that one. So Tyndall reaches on a fielder's choice. Hurley awaits the pitch from Lambert. As Lambert takes some nice hard looks over there at first. There's a throw that hits the outside edge for strike 2.
That is
Counts
horrible.
0-2.
Come on, man.
As you hear the Tiger faithful not happy with our home plate umpire unless the call goes their way, as expected here in an away game for the Bulldogs. No balls, 2 strikes. It's a pitcher's count here. As there's the pitch as a hit towards Strickland, but it goes right between Strickland and Gautier all the way to right field. Tyndall will hold up at second. And it'll be a single for Dom Hurley, his first hit of the game.
Now batting left fielder, number 14.
Tyndall will
Theo
hold up at second. So 2 runners. As here comes left fielder Theo Howard with 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Tyndall represents the go-ahead run for the Tigers. Lambert with the pitch. Nice breaking ball that is just too high for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Pitch looked good up here, but just can't quite get the call from our home plate umpire on those higher throws. 1-0 is your count, though, as Lambert with the pitch. That one gets hit deep towards right center. That's going to drive in Tyndall as he rounds third. And Tyndall will trot across, and the Tigers will storm the field. And they will come away with the win here. 2-1 over your Bulldogs. So Ethan Lambert comes in, tries to close this one out for the Bulldogs. Can't quite do it as 1 run comes across. The only one that's needed. A walk-off RBI single by Theo Howard. And the Tigers come away with game 1, 2-1. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, folks, as game 2 of this matchup will be underway from Burger Baseball Stadium. A 7:30 first pitch. We'll hope to go live about 7:20-ish. Get you our pregame, get you our national anthem. I'll be there if you can. Be sure to stop by and say hi. Other than that, folks, that'll do it. Dripping Springs gets lucky on a walk-off single. They come away with a 2-1 game 1 win as the Bulldogs look to take game 2 from this one tomorrow evening. We'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in on Vype Live.